Salutations everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Sunless Sea. I'm your host, BrainBoy20, where we had last left off. We had visited the locations of Frostfound, Stoddard's Haven, which is in Frostfound, Chapel of Lights, Mount Palmerston, and with the Isle of Wisdom. And now we're on our way back to Fallen London, but I'm going to make... Oh, never mind, I thought I had the fuel for that detour. Oh well. I was thinking of taking a detour to Venderbite so I can get access to the chef that we're looking for, the bandaged chef. But I guess if he just happens to show up at port, I have no issue with this. So we're going to try to avoid most of the beasties of the sea right now, and be on our way to London proper. Now we have the things of the revelatory chart gained from the now lost Sly Navigator, as well as a few other artifacts and otherwise that we can start selling off once we get to Fallen London. Which I could probably figure out where I'm getting these Fallen London issues and such from now. It's entirely because I keep, starting off in Fallen London. That's the first thing I see, and that's the first thing I want to say. Anyway, we should be good on our journey back to London, but I don't mind if we run to a steam pinnace. I can blow it up and grab some extra fuel like I did last time. Yeah, there's always a gamble between, do you want to skip out on, the journey back, or would you rather watch the journey back just in case there just so happens to be a, event or otherwise that happens here. And in this case, it looks like I got unlucky. I was just checking because I wanted that portion of the map revealed. It's better to have more of the map revealed than not, as it allows you to chart the most efficient route. Anyway, we're going to stop by Hunter's Keep and see what little supplies we can pick up from this location. In fact, I think we still have news, so we should be able to get the maximum value out of this, supply-wise. So, Phobe, I believe, was my favorite. Lost all the hunger, lost 5 terror, memory of distant shore, supplies, and I got Storms' attention. And then we can get news. So let us get a luncheon with Lucy. Yes, Stones' attention, I've lost some terror, gained some supplies. But I think I'd rather take Salt's attention next time around. Anyway, we have enough supplies to carry us through for a little while, so I'm going to have to just wait a bit, because I do want the upon arrival benefit to happen. We also have a couple things to do when we get to London, most notably get our Scion together, and hopefully this time we can get the Scion to maximum before we get cursed by the gods. At least I hope. I definitely want that Scion benefit. I hopefully don't have to nurture one each and every time. It seems like it might just be a drain on me. Regardless, I can kill the light and we'll just sit in this buoy here and we should be fine terror-wise. Really? I'm going to do full reverse because I apparently had more light than not. This is actually annoying. We're in home... Okay, there we go. We're in home waters. We have lights surrounding us all over the place, and no beasts of the sea can appear, yet it's still terrifying. Also, I'm surprised I didn't ram into shore there. Anyway. An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here looking for those. But we have nothing to hide. Messages from the Harbour Master. That's all for now. Free evening, something has changed and someone wants to sign on. My new arrival. I am the child's father. You, your sweetheart, and your child. What will your child call you? Father. Yes, you are the child's father. Now, Captain. Is this even your child, whether blooded or adopted? Perhaps you're just wary of affection. In any case, here is small, warm, apprehensive, affectionate creature. Treat it gently. You may visit your child at your lodgings when you gain a free evening. You always get free evenings when you return to London. But here's one now. I wish I remembered that. Oh well. No, we're not reading the Morning Gazette. We're going to take some time with our family. Your sweetheart comes and goes. They have their own complicated business, but they always return to your shared home, and your child. It's a delight, but will it always be a delight? The sailor knows two worlds. If you give suitable presents to your child, they will gain sea fever. If sea fever reaches 25, they will decide to run away to sea, becoming your Scion. This will establish a permanent dynasty of future sea captains. Well, we can tell them some tales of a faraway land. There was something you saw far across the Black Ocean, or we could tell tales of the sea. You've come home safe, but you nearly didn't. Tell them how. Give them a souvenir. There's a space for it on the shelf there. Yeah, I like the brat. Let's give him a souvenir. Danger of breakage. Your child seems powerfully inclined to play with the artifact. Perhaps it will break. Perhaps there's a jewel inside it, or a map, or a spirit. Perhaps it is edible. Perhaps you should employ a more vigilant nurse. On to London itself, we have a new recruit who's trying to sign on, and unfortunately there's no one available. We'll just engage a sailor for cheap. Always good to have near the maximum number of crew, if possible. Anyway, Venturer's Desire, there's nothing here we can afford yet, because I don't know how to get the merchant license from the Khanate. And port reports, and more port reports. Hunter's Keep, we've already got that one. Mount Palmerston, the Brimstone Convention? They trouble me, Captain. Shepherd's Isle. I don't have the ability to submit as fact, so... Friendly scoffing. I agree, it does seem implausible. So many of the stories from that place do. Still, there's a little gild of truth in the room of mud. From time to time. Your payment, my lord. Pigmote Isle. They're just chuckling as usual, but that's not my issue. Chapel of Lights. There's something about the Unterzee that breeds heresy and dissent. I rather think we need to send the Bishop of Southwark out for a good bit of Christian shouting. Gained. And we're at 10 favor. Hang on. I should check my hold first and foremost. Okay, we're still good. Port reports. Wisdom. Did the oracles look hungry? Alright, fair is fair. Frostbound. Is it as beautiful as they say? I doubt it. Poets are notorious liars, but liars make bad poets. A paradox, isn't it? Never mind. Your report? And here's where it is. Station 3. Excuse me. Just let me call a colleague in. This is my colleague, Mr. Villain, of the Ministry of Public Decency. Mr. Villain, this good captain's report is here. If you would care to... Yes, the fire is already lit. Let us... There we go. Now only ashes remain. And it might have caused such a lot of trouble. Thank you, Captain. We appreciate your discretion. Here's your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair. We finally have the echoes we need, if only barely. But I wish to speak with the Admiral himself. Alright, Mr. Admiral. I need to ask you, is this revelatory chart real? A careful inspection. He scrutinizes the chart minutely through a lens. He doesn't, you notice, remove the dark spectacles. It passes muster, he remarks. The usual fee applies. We have enough echoes where if I wanted to I could upgrade to the bigger ship. But I still have some things to find, such as Gator's Morn and other such things. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to go upgrade just yet. That'll be off for a little while longer. But I will return to Wolfstack Docks and see what else I can find. Ah, yes, the Alarming Scholar. You can take a Z story of mine. I don't have much need. Actually, it's a good idea to keep one, minimum. But I'll drop some memories of distant shores. A piquant piece of picturesque pilgrimage. Wells are motion. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of those shining, or is it blazing, eyes. They overflow, splashing onto the desk blotter. Stop! She sobs. At last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macabre of memories. I wish each individual tone recalled. Creepy woman. Lamentable relic. Not a scientific curiosity necessarily, but the scholar has a connection, or something. A beaming smile. This would be so terribly wasted in an ossuary. He buffs the cranium with a sleeve. I think a climbing briar rose will suit this one rather well. A yellow rose, perhaps. Thank you so much. Let's keep this between ourselves. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. It's just not worth it. Anyway, there is one thing I can do if I'm not going to buy that just yet. Because I'm going to definitely, where is it? No, we're not retiring, not yet. First things first, read the morning papers and gain a free supply. The colony is threatening war, they always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence, they always do. The Unterzee, the paper reports, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't, you know. Oh, a promotional coupon from Miss Plenty's provisioners for half a cask of salt herring. You could use that. And visiting our study. Well, we do have one thing we need to make, and that is definitely an ironclad will, because I'm definitely not losing this if I can avoid it. The court of chancery, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom it may devour. Ensure it doesn't get its lion tentacles on your property when you're gone. Baseborn and fowling piece. The lawyer peers at you like a vulture composed of crocodiles. Come now, she creaks. There's a few years in you yet, but your caution does you credit. Sign here. No, ink is fine. This isn't the brass embassy. I really want to deal with those devils anytime soon. I could just deal with devils face to face and at least have some form of understanding. Lawyers are another business entirely. Anyway, out of the house. Let's see, what else can we do? We could rest. Reduce your terror, heal you 2 wounds, give you 2 restful nights. Honestly, I don't care that much. And I do think that there's not much else left to do. Now, I have been told... 15... I want a good 10 remaining. I'll go up to 20, boost my supplies to 17... Oh. Drat, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, where are the mushroom wines? Because I wish to buy what remaining supplies I have, and we're going to shove off to Vendabite. I'm going to go and try to pick up the gentleman, the cook, Bandage Poissonier, I believe, although I never really learned how to pronounce his name properly, as we do have that storylet to follow up on. In addition, I am going to use some of that trade route that people have talked about. Admittedly, this is a very small amount of funds, but that's not my primary concern. And afterwards, we're going to continue our search for Gator's Morn. Probably going to head to Vendabite, cut across to the Salt Lion's Nuncio, which is where we're supposed to go next. Actually, in that case, it'll be going to Vendabite, Pigmote Isle, Station 3, Shepherd's Isle, and there's Wisdom right there. Heading through Khan's Glory, down to Nuncio, and then back. Hopefully my fuel will hold out for that lengthy journey. If not, well, I'll think of something. I mean, the 5% fuel efficiency should help. What is that? Every 20 bits of fuel it counts as another? At least I think that's how the math should work out. And with an extra crewmate, even if we get damaged a little bit and lose some crew, well, that shouldn't be too big of an issue. My only real concern is if we suddenly lose more hull than I already have, which I really should have considered repairing before setting out. least they're taking a precaution or two. I mean, I guess I could theoretically stick around London and just farm sea fever by repeatedly gifting my child with things have come into my possession. But that doesn't seem like it'd be too profitable a venture. I should also probably set up a couple of antiquarian relics just in case this captain meets an untimely end. I mean, we are ditching this vessel as soon as we get to a decent point. Yeah, it was buy for 20 and then sell for 23. Hollow Temple. Okay, they'll buy memories. Recent news. Monstrous Almanac. Oh, okay, that's an auxiliary item. Alright, never mind. The China Lounge. Buying tomb colonists. Wait, what? That is certainly interesting. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to visit a certain little restaurant after we'd get a port report. Gathering some gossip. And let's pay a visit to a certain little restaurant. Fine cuisine in Vanderbite. Now that would be something. A corkscrew street. At the twisty tip of an odd little side street, welcoming yellow light glows in the gilt-lettered windows of a restaurant. A sign reads, Vengeance of Johann. A beefy tomb colonist bustles up. A grey moustache pokes impertinently out from under his bandages. Come in, come in. I've lost a terror. And I found the Vengeance of Johann. A bandaged portioneer at Vanderbite seeks passage with a sea captain sympathetic to intrepid cuisine. It's a cramped little place, but much better lit than most places in the tomb colonies. The scents of the dishes are multitudinous and extraordinary. Are they good? They might be. They might be good. It's difficult to tell. And we could recruit the bandaged portioneer. The bandaged portioneer has long wished to travel, but you'll need to outfit the galley to his exacting standards. Ooh, 300 echoes. I forgot how expensive you were. We could sample today's special, but that requires us being, actually scared. The Vengeance of Johann is liberal in its approach to edibility. You pay a small fee and return some of the material to you as supplies. And sample today's special. The food here is exceptional. You need not fear poisoning or boredom. Definitely not boredom. This is usually a more effective way of reducing terror than purchasing a dusty glass of wine, and will also reduce hunger. We shall recruit this fine gentleman. Avid enthusiasm. Ah, my captain, the things we will catch, that we will consume, that we will experience. We will discover the seventh sensation, you and I. The taste that one tastes with the heart. You there, sailor, careful with the brazen alembic. It's worth more than your wretched soul. Hope you're worth the 300 echoes I spent on this. We're definitely close to being outfitted to where we were before. I believe we're still missing... what was it? The regretful surgeon? Oh, something of that sort. Let's speak to our little ferret. Play with your ferret. Today the ferret is wary. There's a fey glint in its eye. And as a little forewarning, when you complete this quest, I don't think you can actually explore Vanderbite anymore. Because I think it'll just end up at the Vengeance of Johann. Yes, there... Yeah, you're not going to be able to explore Vanderbite anymore. Because, if I remember correctly, it'll just keep bringing you back to the Vengeance of Johann. Or Yona. Why do I keep calling it Johann? That's not at all how it is. It's Jonah. Yona. I don't know how to pronounce it anymore. Silence. Anyway, we'll speak with our little ferret friend. Play with him a little. A sort of hunt. A rat. The ferret rises like a serpent, streaks across the room like a discharged spark. At least, in theory, it does. In practice, it orientates its head towards the rat, which disappears instantly in a puff of squeak. I don't like my comatose ferret. I want my comatose ferret to actually be happy. Anyway, to Brickmoat Isle, and to whatever trials await them there. The bandaged portioneer boosts my hearts and pages just a little bit more. Always decent when you get to heal, inspire, or defend your crew just that slightly more. And who's talking in the Facebook chat? No one I really care about right now. I recently picked up a Gemstone Cavern for my EDH deck, as well as a Priest of Gix and a Nim Death Mantle, so hopefully I have another Infinite in the deck and a little bit more mana acceleration when I need, well, when possible. Admittedly, it makes the deck a little bit more luck-based, but what's the fun without a little bit of luck? And plus it doesn't hurt me that much. One less swamp in the deck that's mono-black is not an issue to me. Yeah, bloody fogbanks. Let's get out of here before we get murdered. Far off? Very far off. Someone screams. Well, if they have the lung capacity to scream across the Unterzee, I don't know why we need bloody captains. Anyway, picked up Pigmote Isle. Their spirits are high, their might is low. Let's see what we get from this bloody show. And with that, we'll probably end the episode off of Pigmote Isle, starting here and ending here. Couldn't think of any better way. Except starting in London and ending in London, but shush. Well, what problem do you think they'll have this time? Perhaps more pirates? More something else? Who knows? Help Caviar resolve a dilemma. It squeals. Wonderful news, hairless advisor. Our skinnet-like harvest has been bountiful. Our harvesters can temporarily put to use elsewhere. What should we have them work on? Suggest they construct housing. Every rodent deserves a home to be proud of. Have them build defenses. Pigmote Isle always have enemies coveting its treasure, and let them enjoy this moment. I would love to boost their civilization. Just a little bit more. But might is more useful and more challenges. This is gonna I don't know what other random events will happen. And well, this could reduce the price of skin talak. No, let's see what they build here. The harvesters rub their paws with satisfaction. With every new residence, Caviar grows. Soon, it will be a city. Alright, what do we get here for price-wise? Reduction by 10, and it costs me 70 per skin talak. I don't know how much skin talak I actually gain. Okay. Let's... oh, port while I'm here. Well, I can at least give it a shot. What do I gain? No. Maybe? Yeah, let's just go. Just one. Z's bounty. The cavies twitch their whiskers with pride as you cast your eye across their harvest and select the finest pieces. Darn. Thought we would get more than one. Oh well, my mistake. But with that, we shall end the episode here. Hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Sunless Sea, and I am signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it helps out a great deal, and I hope to see you all next time. Farewell.